Hey everybody, story time here. I want to tell you a little quick story. Anyways, I'm just hanging out and thought I would share a story from the first punk show that I ever played. And my memory is not very good, so my first punk show at this point, so I'm 33 now at the time of recording this video. And my first punk show that I performed at, I think I was 12. So it's been 20, is that right? Yeah, it's been over 20 years, which is nuts. Those of you who are watching this video that are, 30 or older, you can relate, I'm sure. Start to talk in terms of, multiple decades. But so the first punk show that I played, if my memory serves, was playing drums for my brother's band. And I think at that time it would have been Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. But it could have even been one band before that he was in called Pyrotechnic Conspiracy, the little known precursor to Johnny Hobo and the Freight Trains. I think it might have been, I might have played drums because his friend was a drummer, and I think maybe there was a show that his friend couldn't play, and so I filled in on drums. And Pyrotechnic Conspiracy was like plugged in, electric guitar, and then my brother wrote the songs, sang them, and it was a two-piece. So I played drums. I think that was my first ever punk show, and basically what I remember from it was hosted at this little teeny, well, it's hosted at a place that used to be a very popular vegan food restaurant in downtown Brattleboro, Vermont. And it was very popular among the hippies and the kind of yuppies of southern Vermont, and it was right upstairs from a, liberal bookstore kind of thing. So it had, it had a huge reputation in the town of Brattleboro as a great place to go and get, maybe vegan food or at least vegetarian food. And then they went out of business and the punks took over. So, but not everyone caught wind of that. Not everyone got that memo. So we had a lot of people coming in on, Friday nights. We'd have punk shows. We'd have, older hippies or kind of older yuppies coming in expecting to get their nice, kale salads and whatever they were hoping to get. And, they would come in and be like, this isn't what we were expecting, because it was, a bunch of, 19-year-olds, who were drinking 40s and whatever, running a punk show. But, funny enough, the punks still tried to kind of keep up appearances to some extent, and they kept the kitchen open and kept a menu. So you could actually, they were actually accommodating people who were coming in expecting kind of a fancy-ish vegetarian place. They'd be like, well, no, we've changed ownership, but we're still, kitchen's still open. Yeah, we're happy to show you our menu, which was whatever, rice and beans. And so there was, I think, many a disappointed customer that would come in and have this loud punk music playing, or just smelled weird, and then the food was just really basic. And so that was funny. At the time of being 12, I don't think I quite caught the humor as much, but now as kind of an adult thinking about that, it's really funny. It's really funny. So I was one of those little kids at that punk show, that first one I ever played, and what I remember from it was kind of being really intimidated by the older punk kids, but everyone was really nice to me, and they knew I was, Pat's brother, and so they were like, "Oh, cool, Pat, good welcome," and everyone was really nice to me. And I remember playing the drum set, and it was the first time I played a really nice drum set. I mean, it was a lot nicer than the one that I was used to playing, and it felt amazing. It was so much fun. And I think the show went pretty well, and I had a lot of fun. Everyone seemed to enjoy it, and that was my first kind of experience performing music. And I remember feeling very nervous before the show started, but then once things got rolling, I remember feeling just really excited to be playing music and enjoying that performance piece. So that was my first experience with it, and honestly, I still feel about the same. I feel a little nervous usually before a show, although lately actually not, but in general in my life I've felt a bit nervous before a show, and then but once I'm start, um, it's just a lot of fun. So that's that story, and I'm sure there's lots of details that I'm forgetting, but it gives you some idea. And then maybe next time I'll tell you about something else. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you later.